I see that revenue is up. Are you gaining market share with this drop in fares?
Yeah, we've seen our passenger numbers increase by 7% to 42 million customers. And in fact, we're targeting a 7% full year increase to 152 million customers. So we continue to grow and we're growing strongly. As you said, a strong performance in ancillaries, which are up 14% per customer, which kept revenue broadly flat at €55 per customer in the quarter.
But this isn't a move, though, to grab more market share, right? There is concern about the summer travel season. Is that the right way to frame it?
Pricing has been tough in the last quarter. There's a lot of overcapacity in the German and Austrian market, and in the UK we're seeing a lot of price stimulation required due to the uncertainty around what may happen with Brexit. That said, we are continuing to grow strongly. We've got a very good cost base relative to the rest of the market. Our average cost per passenger just under €30 compared to, for example, EasyJet, which would be 80% higher than that. Eurowings 114% higher than ourselves. So a structural cost advantage over everybody else, which is enabling us to grow. Yes, there's a little bit of short-term pricing weakness, but I think longer term, the cost advantage that we have and the strength of our balance sheet means that we're in a very strong position to participate in the opportunities that will inevitably arise, particularly as we look into the winter with this low fare environment and the high fuel environment that we're in at the moment. I think there'll be a number of consolidations and airline failures, which will enable the Ryanair group of 4 airlines to participate in the opportunities that are going to arise as a result of that. So in terms of that consolidation, I guess that's how that plus bankruptcies take out the overcapacity in the industry. What role will Ryanair play? Well, the role that Ryanair is going to play is that we're going to continue to offer the lowest fares at the lowest costs. And our objective is to grow from 157 million customers this year to 200 million customers by March 2024. That will give us a market share of about 20-21% in Europe. So clearly the standout low-cost operator within our market, covering all of the point-to-point operations within Europe.
How difficult has the Boeing issue been for you? The 737 MAX still grounded. Do you have any idea when it's going to get back up in the air?
Well, we're planning at the moment to take our first MAX in the January-February 2020 timeframe. We were originally meant to take our first 5 aircraft in the spring of 2019. That's clearly been delayed at this point in time. So we're planning, as I said, on having our first aircraft in a January-February timeframe, which means we could take potentially 30 aircraft in advance of summer 2020. It may be more, it may be less. It's all dependent on when Boeing get their application into the FAA and get certification from the FAA and EASA for entry back into service of the MAX.
But Neil,
we're taking the MAX. Sorry, go ahead.
But Neil, I mean, you're getting you want to get delivery of the aircraft. Then are you going to be able to fly them with customers on them at the beginning of 2020? Are you confident about that?
Yeah, I have every expectation that once the aircraft delivers, it's a phenomenal aircraft. It'll have been through all of the regulators more or less in the world. It delivers significant opportunities and savings. It's got 4% extra seats, 16% more fuel efficiency and 40% more noise efficient. And I have every expectation that the customers are going to love it once it's delivered.
Do you expect to get some sort of compensation from Boeing for the delays?
Yes, we do. We're clearly giving Boeing their heads to go off and work with the regulators and get this aircraft back into service. But there's an expectation that the costs of the delays will be covered by Boeing.
Let me ask about the costs of the extreme weather. Obviously, it's been with us for a few years now, Neil, but I've never heard of cancellations due to heat, the likes of which we've seen over the past few days and weeks. How seriously has that affected Ryanair?
Ryanair has been operating full schedules. We have had very good on-time performance, so we've had a very minimal impact of delays. In fact, we had more issues with heavy rain and thunderstorms across Europe than we had from heat. So, we've been operating, as I said, with full schedules, over 90% on-time performance in most of our markets over the past number of days.